Hello. Hello, can you hear me?
Not ready for that. What's up, everybody? What's the good word, everyone? Thanks for coming in.
Come on.
We work really hard to get this thing set up for you guys every week. You guys and gals out there in video cast land,
Well,
or
two of us did.
show episode thing. Tony's very enthusiastic today to be here. Jay's very much pressing buttons at a fury.
I can't get to work.
The audio podcast doesn't exist.
Every time we go live,
It's freaking out on me.
So the audio podcast is experiencing some difficulties, but thankfully you're here
Yeah.
live with us now.
the roadcaster's sick of our shit.
It's like one of the best pieces of equipment we have in this thing.
It's like, I've had enough.
It's giving up. We're all giving up. Loading card. Okay, guys.
So we've been trying to do a little pregame in here, podcast planning,
Diversifying our bonds, I think they call it.
diversifying our bonds,
Something like that. I don't know. That's what Wu-Tang would call it.
reallocating capital, reallocating capital.
It sounds so white when you say it.
All right, now I got it. Okay, now I got it recording.
Me and
I had
Tony,
to take the freaking sim out and put it back in. It's bullshit.
yeah, you
So annoying.
got tech problems. Everyone see my shirt? Check it out. Give me the one shot, Jay.
These are for sale on Etsy.
3 Dimes Podcast, 3 Dimes Reviews, 3dimes.com. Check us out. We got merch. You gotta love that. Who's
We don't
in the
actually
chat?
have merch.
I
You
can't-
just tell us what you want, and one of us will home make it for
We'll
you.
get it made for you.
And we'll ship it to you at your cost.
It's the best kind of merch you can have. Best kind of merch, I'd say. What do you think?
I made shirts for the Super Bowl that were comparable to that, and they were way cheaper. So I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
We're gonna be able to
I'm sorry,
fix. See in the comments. Hey, I'm inviting people to the
Can't see the comments.
show. I'm
I
working
can't
the
see.
socials here. What's happening now? Now we're
don't
not
know.
streaming, Jay.
See,
yeah.
this is why the audio podcast sucks.
Why do you got your phone out?
Because
I don't know.
everybody's staring at the screen, waiting for somebody to say something.
We don't even have the screen on
desperate-
saying stuff.
in some desperate need of approval.
No, the people want to be heard. Jay just doesn't
What?
know what he's doing here.
What people?
It's not there.
The people, man, the people.
The only person I give a fuck about, other than the people at this table, is Dan.
Dan, we can't see you talking, Dan. I'm gonna have to go on my Facebook or
Just go on that.
on my YouTube. So, me and Tony were talking pre-show about gambling a little bit.
Yeah, a lot. And you were scaring me.
Man, people are crazy when it comes to gambling.
Dude, what is your wildest gambling adventure you ever went on?
I don't know. I don't really get down on big time gambling. I did.
Jay, you might as well just take you off the screen. Nobody wants to see you fiddle fuck with a little yellow box.
Shut up.
So I've gone quite a bit of times down to Potawatomi, which is the local casino down here.
Yeah.
And played a little bit. And for a while there, I was enjoying myself getting into the high roller room. And I was playing $5 a spin on slots.
It's free to go in there.
Yeah, I know. But when you start playing, you got to start fucking everything in there costs $5 or more.
Right.
And I smashed one of those wins where they had to come out to me and fucking make me sign the thing, and I had to go claim it behind the board. And
that's called a hand pay.
yeah, I got a hand pay once.
Nice.
That was pretty legit.
That's over $1,199.
Yeah, it was like 18 something, I think, that I had gotten. I had to file taxes that year. I got a win-loss report. Turns out I gave it all back. Or they were just paying me back for it.
You were just at gas stations collecting used scratch offs.
Yeah, it was like plus $5 in the year or something, or down $5. I don't know. But man, I watching this guy online gamble, man. Dude, these people are crazy. I can't believe the money's real the way some of these players play.
I mean, to them, it's not.
I mean, it has to be real. It's fucking money.
Yeah, but when you get enough of it, you don't care. It's like right now, you don't care, man. You know, like when Jay goes into the gas station and the person behind him assumes he's homeless and buys him a donut. Right? That's like them throwing $2 at something because they're like, I don't give a fuck. I make $13 an hour. What's $2? Like I work
$13. Wait, what?
10 minutes for this. But
yeah,
when you get to a certain level of money, that $2 that nice, fucking desk guy at the hotel used his money to buy homeless Jay a donut.
The desk worker at the hotel thinks Jay's homeless.
He's like, oh man, what a shame. What a shame. This guy hasn't shaved in years. His growth probably got stunted from smoking cigarettes on the streets when he was a kid.
Just the butts. Taking butts out of the fucking cigarette.
But I'm saying, like, when you get to a certain level of money, them throwing $20,000 a night is similar to somebody throwing $20 at Potto.
I guess, man. I guess.
We just can't see the chats. Go ahead.
What were you doing on your phone? I gotta know.
I was trying to figure out how to do it. Anyway,
How to do
Go
what?
on, finish your story, Tony. Don't get mad either, just because I said something in the middle of it.
I forget. What were we even talking about?
How the guys buy Jay donuts because he's homeless, and then it's like
You
the
forget you're talking
$20 at
shit,
the slot.
talking shit about me, and you forgot. Come on, that never happens.
So what you got? You got a crazy story. We've heard this one, but it's good. I don't know if we put it on YouTube.
I don't even know what story you're referring to.
Oh,
the
you can't
one
say
in
now.
the one in Vegas with the
Can't say
nickel
it now?
machine.
Why are you
It's
talking about the
not
girl that
ringing a bell.
the one where they thought they won $1 million?
No, not that they
the-
thought
the
that
one-
they fucking won.
The
ruined the
1.8
end.
million.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was a wild, but that was to somebody else. That was to my friend Sabrina. The wildest thing that's ever happened to me is one time about 15 years ago, I was playing video poker, and I'm pretty
You gamble away one of your balls.
fucking obsessed with video poker and traditional
What happened to that though? You used
Poker.
to really do that. Like you had your own little group on Facebook, and
Yeah,
you just
I stopped playing with them. Them guys,
because they're too good.
well, no, this is what we were talking about a minute ago.
When I
with
wasn't
the
paying
people,
attention.
yeah, with the
Yeah.
with the person buying you a donut because $2 ain't shit to them. I was playing online poker through this like service that essentially just gives you a table to use, and all the money was kind of just sent back and forth
Right.
amongst the players. You know, like you got a pay schedule at the end of the night. Like you lost $100, so you're gonna send 50 of it to this dude, 25 to this dude, 25 to this dude. But these guys were all at a much different like tax bracket than me.
So they didn't.
And so when I started playing with them, like it was friendly. Everybody would kick in. I think you could buy in for $60. Nobody really spent more than like $200-300 in a night. Like
Yeah.
if somebody got on a bad losing streak, they'd keep loading up another $100, $100.
Sure.
And then things got wilder. And one of the guys on there who is, I don't want to use the word wealthy because I don't physically know this person, but I'm friends with him on Facebook, and it seems like he does pretty good for himself. He's like he's a investment banker. I mean, his life's probably shit right now, but at this time he was probably doing really well. And he brought a couple of his friends into the game, and now these friends would start the night with like $500, and if they would go on a real fucking losing streak, like these guys were dropping $5,000-6,000 a night, and just making
Playing against their
reckless,
friends, though?
Yeah. So these games went from, totaling out at the end of the night as like $1,400-1,500 in total amongst all the players, to they were starting to like every single night, end totals would be fucking 18 grand. $32,000
Of exchanged money, or like how much money's on the pot to withdraw?
Yeah, of total money that went into the table at one point. And then
That's a lot. That's a lot.
And then some, everybody, it wasn't a tournament, so you could like come and go as you pleased. And somebody would come in, they'd fucking drop down $800, get up to 1,000, and it'd fucking ditch. But there would always be like one guy at the end of the night who fucking made $18,000
Not
playing
you, though.
poker with his buddies.
What's the most you ever won?
Well, I took like $900 out of it one time,
Okay, wait. What'd you start with?
like 100. See, I don't really have the like
But
expendable.
you do it for fun though. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have the expendable income. Like I won't gamble if it means actually gambling.
Yeah.
Like I will
That's-
recreationally play gambling games, but I will never like gamble like I gotta win this or I ain't gonna be able to fucking do this.
No, never done that neither.
And like I can go to the casino and I'm a fucking obsessive compulsive. Like I get in there, like my wife's following me around. She's trying to talk to me. I'm just like, shut up, bitch. Like I'm trying to find a machine. Like fuck off me.
They do.
Like I don't
they
talk
do-
to her. I like give her $20 and tell her go to the bar
Go
and
away.
get yourself a drink. Like because she doesn't really gamble.
This is gonna shock you guys, but when Katie and I go to the casino, it's like, see ya.
Yeah.
And then we find each other later.
Right.
She's normally talking to an old black man at the bar.
Yeah.
Who's buying her Miller Lite.
Which is weird because she's not even thick.
Oh no, man. She's going after it.
But
No, everyone when you go to the casino, you know not to have someone next to you because they take your luck,
my energy, man.
your energy,
You
your
can't
luck.
take my energy.
I don't know.
My luck is always stripped from me whenever someone's around me.
I'm a social guy. I like having.
You're probably
people
not even
around.
gambling. You
I
just
should
go up
play
to someone on a
roulette.
machine.
Roulette.
You
No,
probably-
not roulette. What's the craps? I should play craps. That's
Craps?
a team.
I don't know
table
how to
team
do that
sit.
shit.
I know. I can't either. I haven't figured it out either. But
I imagined you just walking up to the tables. And, what's up, man? How you doing? You just start talking to people, not
Kinda.
gambling at all.
No, I gamble.
I think you just Well,
I
mean, a little bit.
like slots more than
Walk
anything.
up to a
which
guy to
sucks,
machine.
'cause they just eat your
And,
money.
yeah, and
they just eat your money. You're like, oh, I'll sit down here. Maybe I'll have a pack of smokes and be like, I'll light a. I don't think you can smoke down there anymore, but you know,
No, you
Back in the day,
Can't
you
even vape.
You put a beer down, you light a smoke, throw a fucking hundo in there. Like, all right, let's play some slots. You start pressing the button. You take a couple drags off your heater, go to reach for your beer, and your money's gone already. It's gone. That's
Yeah,
the slot machine experience.
I won't fuck with spinner machines. I don't want anything to do with them.
Okay, so how come they never come and bring you drinks like I see in movies all the time?
They do that in Vegas.
They don't do that in
Vegas,
Milwaukee.
they do.
They'll
Well,
bring you
that's some
water. And,
bullshit.
they'll bring you water and soda and stuff, but not alcoholic.
I never
It's a
had any-
state law.
No, they'll bring you alcohol. You got to
you
pay,
gotta pay
for
for
it.
it though. Yeah.
Okay.
It's not free.
The correct.
So the water and soda is free.
Water,
Yep.
soda,
But I never-
coffee, tea.
I don't even tip.
I never had anyone ever bring me any of that.
You gotta be a.
I look like a.
You probably
maybe
look
I
like
do
a
look
homeless man. They're like,
They
this
let me
guy's
in,
just
though.
here for the donuts.
They let me in.
Well, when they're
Bingo's back.
walking around asking, they're looking for adults. They're like,
He's
oh.
he's slow spinning a nickel in the machine,
You can't get in without a. Shut up.
playing the penny slots, but only one of the 287 lines. Dink, dink.
I'm a hit.
Can I get a
I'm
soda?
hit.
Can I
know
get a
it.
soda?
I don't play any of the tables. I just play the machines, and I've won big and I've lost big. I think I've come out even.
What was your biggest win?
Probably like $700 or $800, maybe $1,000. I'm not sure. I don't remember. It was when I first started gambling. When I turned 21, I was with my grandparents. They're like, "Hey, here's $20. Go over there." What? And I just kept coming back to them, getting $20 and put in a new machine. And then eventually, just one machine just went when it exploded, and it caused my gambling addiction.
I can tell you the day that I got strung out, addicted to video poker.
I was going to say video.
So it was the summer of 2006.
It sounds like the beginning of a movie.
And I know this because in 2005, we moved into our new construction house that we built.
Okay.
And when we did the loan, we closed out the construction loan and we got put into some kind of fucking, I don't know shit about loans, but it was something where it benefited us not to escrow our taxes.
Okay.
And my wife is super organized and a super good saver and budgeter and shit like that. So we weren't worried about it. And it was mid next year. And so our tax bill was going to be coming up in a couple months. And I happened to be down at Potawatomi Hotel and Casino. Today's episode brought to you by the Fires Keeper.
You said they're bots, Chris?
Yobots. No, those are friends. Those are my people. Yobots. CNFE NFT projects. CNFTs.
I sat down.
Talk about
and
them later.
Back then, you could gamble cheap at Potawatomi. Like, I will only play a game if I can max bet it. I don't fuck around betting 5 when the max bet's 20.
That doesn't always make sense though.
It does, because especially in video poker, if you
You have to play at least to where the bonus is.
if you bet, let's just say your max bet's 5 on a machine. You bet 1, your royal flush with
Is
no
worth,
deuce
like,
or whatever
gets a
is worth
bonus.
1,000.
Right.
And if you play 4, it's worth 4,000.
Right.
If you play 5, it's 25,000.
Right.
Like, it just
Not all slots
keeps,
are like that.
I know,
though,
but video poker typically is. Like, you
Yes.
got to max bet it to get the like real rewards. And I happen to be playing 50-cent video poker, 5 credit max bet. Now everything at Potawatomi is 20 credit max bet. But I go on this 5 max bet machine, get dealt a royal flush.
Oh, my God.
And my taxes at that house were $4,700
What?
at the house. That was my property taxes for the year.
Okay.
I won $4,750.
Ain't that some?
And so that was a hand pay. I was worried about getting fucking robbed or molested on the way out because that place can be a little sketchy.
Yeah, they watch you.
Can't you have someone like follow to your car?
Probably, but I'm not a bitch, so I'm never going to ask for that.
You ask them to take you
Okay,
to your
you're such-
car. That's
I'm like, hey, can I have your biggest, blackest security guard walk me to my car? I'm kind of afraid.
You go one way out of there, you turn onto one of the sketchiest streets in Wisconsin, 16th and St. Paul there to get onto the freeway. Or you go the other way and you literally go under the tracks.
You have to pass 9 bums with signs to get to the fucking freeway.
So they can take you to your car, but that's just adding more fucking eyes to your situation.
That's true.
Why is this guy being walked out to his Jetta?
Maybe they think you're popular. You never know. It might not just be because you won big. And then another thing, what are they going to do when you get in your car? They going to chase you down with another car or what?
I mean, if you think that hasn't happened there,
You think
you're
that
fucking crazy.
You think
Oh, yeah,
someone's
it's
chased
happened.
down
Oh, yeah,
someone
100%.
that's won a big pot?
Oh, yeah.
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 How come I never heard about it in the news?
I don't know.
News live.
Did you hear about the parking garage that collapsed
Oh
today?
yeah, that was in
They're
No.
too busy telling you
Mayfair?
about
Was
that
that
shit.
at Potto?
Mayfair or in a Brookfield or something? A mall, right?
Yeah, at the, I don't know what it's called, but yeah, a whole fucking there's a bunch of cars stuck. Obviously,
Anybody die?
I don't know. I don't think so.
That's scary shit.
That would have been
on
on the news. You trust what the news
Hey,
be
man.
telling you, man. You ain't never gonna get any good information.
I don't sound like that, Chris. Try
You
again.
gotta watch the 3 dimes what Google Chris tells you to Google segment for your news now on.
Yeah, what happened to that? You didn't do it last week.
I don't know.
You said fuck it. We used to do lines and bits and shit. You guys did like
I
doing
got
it.
all kinds of shit, Jay. Don't.
Okay,
don't
well
doubt
we
me.
try shit. If it doesn't work, we don't do it.
I got all kinds of shit. Don't tell me.
Was there more to your gambling story?
I mean, we could talk gambling for the next fucking half hour.
No, we should blast off that. That was gambling with the dimes. What you got, Jay? What's new? What's new, Ski?
I don't really have a story.
All right. Well, the
All
good
right.
thing you stopped our flow, you fucker.
Well,
no,
tell
I
me
didn't
about
stop.
your
I didn't
biggest.
stop a flow. You asked me
get-
questions, you say shit to me.
Yeah.
Jay's all butthurt because he can't see what his brother's saying right now on the chat.
I can see it. It's on my phone.
Of course.
I once watched. I was there when someone won $1 million on the slot at Potto, the Wheel of Fortune.
Did you follow him outside?
No, they had a whole bunch. They chained off a bunch of things. The machine was dinging, ding, 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 ding. They're all like, "Ah." People, the security, all there. People taking pictures.
Yeah.
You can't take the off. Click, click, click. I didn't stick around. I had $20 in my pocket, looking to burn through the Lucky Charms machine, whatever the fuck they are. Freddie goes fishing. You just chasing after those fucking bonus rounds so you can stare at all the fucking those machines. Some of them got the big rumble chair, the huge screen, gigantic button.
Okay, now
lights
why-
and sound everywhere.
Why are those always taking up?
Because they're the coolest fucking ones.
But you never win on them.
Sure you do.
I
It's
tried
same
once.
odds.
I
the
lost.
fucking point. Somebody had to pay for that machine. The machine's
you.
like 30 grand.
I've tried one before. I actually got a spot, and then I lost $20 in like 10 seconds.
Duh.
Duh.
$20 gets you nothing in there.
That's how I play. When
that
I
can
go around,
barely get you a Bud Light.
when I go around, this is what I do. I have however much money I want to lose in my pocket in 20s, okay? And I go to every different machine. When I start to lose more than 40 by putting in the second 20 in, I leave that machine and go somewhere else. If I win a big, like, I'll put $20 in and I win like over 100 or 50 or something, I'll take that ticket out, put it in my pocket and leave, go to a different machine. I'll keep doing that until all my
right.
20s are gone, and I keep my tickets. So I don't reuse my tickets. So at the end of the day or end of the gambling session that I'm in, I'll have all these tickets and I'll find out what I win. So I'm like blinded until I'm finished gambling.
That makes sense.
Is that a good idea or is that a bad idea?
No, that's a bad idea, but
Oh,
if
fuck, come
that's
on.
a system that works for
That's
you.
what-
That's the only thing about gambling systems is stick to the one you use because none of them fucking matter. As long as you stick to the same one, you're going to
Yeah.
hit or you never will,
But-
just the same.
Well, the thing is now is especially at an Indian casino, it's so expensive to gamble now. It's not like, dude, back in the day, like when I turned 21 and I could start going in the Potawatomi, you took $20, you might be able to play at a machine for a fucking hour.
I don't know about that.
That's true. No,
Well-
I do remember.
Well, like a penny machine max bet was like fucking 90 cents, and
Dude.
now it's like $32.
penny machines are the worst. They're
I know,
so fucking. They're like you said. It's like a crazy ass high bet. Yeah, it makes no sense.
Right.
And all these stupid fucking pictures.
And then you go on the dollar spinner, and that one's a max bet of $2, so you're playing $2, but it's fucking $9 on the penny machine.
So
like,
what my brother and I used to do too is if we both went gambling, we went on Christmas before I had kids, right? And if one of us lost and one of us won, we would pay the person that lost what they lost, and it worked for like 3 or 4 years until I had children, and we never went back on Christmas. But
That's what the wife and I will do. Basically, I'll go to the blackjack table as she's at and take some more of her money and lose it in the slots, and then she'll play blackjack. She's pretty good at blackjack.
blackjack, you just double your money. I mean, what's
You just double it a bunch
I
of
just
times
feel
over
like
and over.
it's super funny because I had a great conversation with a guy. I went to Ho Chunk like 2 weeks ago.
were you naked?
Yeah.
It's usually like the best conversations you have.
Yeah,
isn't
we
it?
were wrestling. And
wrestling.
so we're sitting at this.
You were wrestling.
I'm sitting at this blackjack table. It's like a $10 table. And
Does
you
that,
know,
mean,
they have
does that mean minimum?
minimum. So you can play up to $1,000 a hand.
Holy shit!
So $10 to $1,000. But when if you walked around a little bank of, cards,
You met
there's
the family, the $5 table.
there's a $25 table, and then you go back far enough, there's a $100 table. So there's some tables that the higher the table, the more it's meant to keep away people that don't take gambling seriously.
Sure.
But this guy sits down next to me. We're at a pretty well packed table, and he pulls out a fucking wad of cash, and he puts down like $1,500 on the table. I'm like, dude,
This is a $25 table you're at?
I'm at a $10 table.
Okay.
And I chuckle and I go, I think you're at the wrong table. And he goes, I always like to play this table if it's open. I'm like, okay, so this dude comes here a lot, right? And that same table might be fucking $50
A
later
different
that
day,
night,
right.
or whatever. They just open them up, put a denomination on them, and roll. And this guy starts betting like $500 a hand, and then another $100 on the little like commodity bets off to the side. Like if you get dealt a pair and the dealer makes 3 of a kind with their up card,
Right.
you get fucking.
So he's playing
68
as
to 1.
much money as you can put
So-
down, more or less.
He's doing about half the max bet, and I'm watching him, and he's fucking going for it, dude. And this dude's stacking fucking cash, right? So he wins one hand, and he has the guy start paying him in $500 chips off his winnings. So he takes a $500 chip, puts it in his pocket, right? He gets the 3 and leaves that money on the table. So now he has $1,500 in his pocket, and I think that's what he put down to start. It was either $1,500 or $2,000.
Sure.
And then he's got almost an equal amount of $25 chips on the table. So he's still playing them like fucking crazy. Stacks of 25, the size of a soda can, $25 chips running up, playing hands. And I said, well, what's the deal, man? Like, I'm like, you play fucking like fast and reckless. And he goes, well, this is what I do for a living. I'm like, really?
Okay.
He goes, yeah. And the guy's like my age, right? And he goes,
your first thought is teach me.
well, I'm like, how the fuck do you end up being a
Can I-
professional blackjack player at an Indian casino in the Wisconsin Dells? And he goes, well, when I was young, he's like, when I was young, I used to come here every day after work with $100. And he goes, I would double it up. And the second it got to double, I would leave.
Mm.
And he goes, then eventually, I got a little bit more successful. And he goes, then I'd bring $500.
That's my problem. I couldn't leave after
Right.
doubling. I'd be like,
Well, he said
They're
that's the problem. He's like, if you stay and try to triple it,
yeah,
you're
I'm
going
looking-
home empty.
Yeah, I'm looking at triple, quadruple. I'm looking at a number I can't even say.
Small gains add up. That's the thing.
So he said basically once he started doing that with $500, he would come every day after work. He would play $500, and he would either go home with nothing or 1,000. And he said his goal for the week was to be up $2,500. And he was like, I made it most weeks, but not every week. And he was like, $2,500 a week extra is a lot of money.
Yeah.
And he goes, so then I decided that I'm going to do this with $5,000.
Is
And
he
he's
going
like-
to the same exact casino?
Same casino every
time?
day.
So they must hate him. They
Sounds
must
like the same table every day.
They
too.
must
Tries for the same table.
They must like try to
He
get him
doesn't
out
even
of
give
there.
his player's card. They
He
just
probably doesn't win
automatically
every
check him
time.
in.
If
But he's like, I go in with $5,000 now every day. I stop in, and he's like, my goal is $20,000 a week. And he goes, so if I make it to if I come 4 days in a row, and I got to $20,000, he goes, I take the rest of the week off.
okay, I got you.
And he's like,
So what happens? Okay, so did you ask him what happens if that 5,000 is totally gone? What do you do then? Because he's had to have had that happen. There's
well,
no way.
I'm sure he
Got to
budgets.
start the next week over.
I'm sure he budgets his life a little bit less than his goal of earnings, and takes that extra money and puts it in the gambling pool. He said he's like, once a year I go on a 2-week bender to Vegas,
It's fucking.
and he
corpse.
goes, and then I play $2,000 a hand blackjack,
Jesus.
and he goes, and I do that for 2 weeks, and he's like, I pretty much make the pretty successful person's year salary.
Yikes, man.
Pl-
That's crazy.
So I don't know what this guy makes a year doing this, but if in fact his system works, and let's just say he hits his goal, 3 weeks out of the month,
That's
he makes a fucking really good living playing blackjack for upwards of an hour a day.
Yeah. And I wonder what else he does when he's in Vegas to like spread out the time. Because you
Oh.
can't gamble
You know,
all fucking day, and you can't
maybe
just
he
fucking
sure-
disappear.
I'm sure he just crushes ass.
maybe he counts.
Spending thousands of dollars a day.
Maybe he counts cards, but he doesn't do it in a way where he's gonna get caught. So
It's like
not hard. It's not that hard to count cards, really. I looked at a YouTube video.
you don't even know the name of a fucking players.
It's
You
about-
ain't
it's
counting
like,
shit.
It's like +1, plus whatever to put down. Like it depends on where your odds are in the pile and how many decks there are when they're playing. So when you go to a blackjack table, how
Yeah.
many? They have like a big ass fucking thing of
8.
cards. There's
8
8
decks.
decks. Okay, so how do you know? I guess I would say, how do you know when they're? So what if they get like down to like 1 deck? Do they wait till that's completely gone,
No, they put
or they keep going?
They have
They
a
keep
cut card that because it goes into that big automatic dispensing shoe.
Yeah.
that they just keep.
yeah,
pulling a card out of?
Yep.
They take
They
that
call it
cut
a-
card after you cut the shuffled deck. They take that cut card and they put it about 2 decks in. So you have 8 decks, and then they eliminate 2 decks from it. So you play out
2 decks,
basically 6 decks of cards.
and then they
And then every time a new dealer comes and the first card and all that shit, they burn it. So really,
So how do you know if you're?
you don't? I mean, there's
No one can actually count cards,
there's
Jay. It
you
takes
can
like
count them, but it's kind of irrelevant.
it
'cause
takes a person.
Takes a Rain
All right,
Man.
yeah.
I
there's-
can count cards.
there's
you ever
30
See,
there's
it's just frowned
32
upon, like masturbating on an airplane.
There's like there would be 32 aces in the total
Yeah.
and all of it. So them 32 aces
Wait.
could easily be in the last 100 cards.
8,
I mean,
you said 8 decks times 4. That's 32. 8, 16.
Yes, Jay.
24, 32. Yeah, it's 32.
You can count
So-
cards though at a
so-
high-speed dealing table in Vegas when they're looking for you to be counting.
I'm gonna
Jay's
tell
gonna
you-
be there like
I'm going to tell you.
he's like he's a whole 1, 2, 3, to neg 1. Where we? Hold on. Can you stop for a second?
He's going to have a fucking notebook with him at the table making tally marks.
+1, +1, -1, -1, +1. Hold on, I gotta add them up.
Wait, can everyone
okay, we're
just
at
wait a
3.
second?
We're at 3, everyone. Okay, go on. Keep going. Like that's not how it works, bro.
But
I know, but that, I mean, really,
counting
that is how it
tens-
works. But if they could slow it down a little bit, it'd be a little easier for me. Okay, then I'd be like, I'd be doing the same thing as your friend Joe over there, Joe Schmo, winning that fucking 20 grand a week.
So
Cards, yes. Whole.
So there's like 120 fucking tens in the deck. Like, who's gonna fucking try to tally that in their heads?
It's
like,
not about
come on,
that.
that's silly.
It's a plus or minus situation. It's like the 1 through 10 has a number set to it, and then all the big face cards have a number. So you keep going up and down in the averages of getting the next card.
I told
So
you
the
guys
averages go up and down. I'm not sure really how to even
I don't believe
say
that.
it to you.
I don't believe that really even works on an 8 deck.
It does.
Blackjack.
It does.
It works like, okay, if you go to Vegas, when I play blackjack in Vegas, which is every time I go, I stay away from the nice casinos because I can't comfortably afford to gamble at them. So we go to the shithole downtown area
yeah.
because I only like to play either single deck or double deck blackjack. And single deck blackjack is depending on
They
how
don't have very many of them.
No, you got to go downtown, and you can go downtown and you can play like a $15 hand single deck blackjack. But if you're at Bellagio or one of the nice places,
Oh, there are single decks.
the single deck blackjack is like $50 a hand.
Then
And-
I don't need to tell them to stop and slow down. I can do one deck.
Yeah, because
You can.
you can make
Easy.
it to 4. Easy.
Easy. I can count those.
Easy.
Yeah, age
I've
is
seen
getting a
you
little-
count to 4.
I'm amazing at it. I mean, it's like today my kid was doing fractions and minusing fractions. I was like, all right, let's
Talk
do
to
it.
your mom.
Let's
Oh,
Minusing.
let's do it. Let's do it. Let's make these fractions work. Okay. I'm gonna take this one. We're gonna fraction them up. Okay. And then he takes it to the teacher, and he comes back. Everyone was wrong. So you know what? I gotta learn fractions a little bit. I'm gonna YouTube that shit later. Okay. It's not that easy. And try to minus 1/3 from 5/16. How do you do that?
well, you find the common denominator.
Yeah, see, there you
common
go.
denominator.
See, you do help your son in math, don't you?
No, I just.
That's the hardest
I
thing is
just
finding the common
understand-
denominator.
Did
Well, not really, because
You just-
you can times them.
You times them, and everyone at both numbers have to equal the same or get to evenly the same number. Is what the common denominator is. Shut
Right.
up! Don't even look at me like that.
so? Did I tell you guys ever about what they have at the music festivals and stuff now? The frick frack blackjack.
Yeah, in the woods naked poker,
The-
where you gotta bring
They don't.
where you gotta bring things to trade.
They don't take money. They've
Right.
taken the financial obligation out of gambling.
Right.
It makes it so much fun because
Got rid of
what's
most of the
valuable
clothes.
to me and what's trash to me might be valuable to you. So you can put it down on the table. It's legit, dude. Just check it out sometime. They have them all over the fucking country.
What are you pointing at? What? Oh, your face fucking stalled? I don't know. Stop touching your shit. What am I gonna do? Okay.
Fucking hit the yellow box, dude.
All right. So we got some comments here. Scarjong.
It's fine. It'll go back.
He can
on.
count cards like a champ if playing hearts or spades. I can count spades card too, but that's you get to see all the cards being laid there. That's
me
a
your
little
camera.
different. You don't have many cards in the deck. I guess you kind of do. You know what your partner has in the hand. Yeah, because we're playing a game. That's different than a random blackjack, but I got you, man. And hey, if you haven't played spades, man, that's a game to play. That's a lot of fun out there. I like that shit. Well, I got this opportunity. I'll let you all know about 3 Dimes. We're Podcast 3 Guys. We got a website, 3dimesreviews.com. Use the number 3 when you search for our stuff. We got socials, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter. I don't know if you heard of that one. The Twitter. Jay's popping up some shit on the screen. So we also do an audio podcast. It's
This one's
available
not working.
everywhere you might get your podcasts. But we appreciate you turning in. If you could take this opportunity to hit that thumbs up button for us, that'd be appreciated. It helps other people see our channel. Share this with your friends as well.
Or don't. Fuck you.
Yeah.
I'm going to get rich playing video poker. I don't need this shit.
Yeah.
Well, you're teaching everybody your fucking tricks, so you're not.
My system?
Dude,
Yeah.
My patented system?
I had an idea of a business today.
Juju puck.
You guys want to hear about my idea for my business?
Yes.
I think we could set it up
Are
here.
you in the business of doing business?
Yeah, I don't know. we could set this up right here in the bunker, I think. It's called Virtuix. It is VR Omni Gaming with omnidirectional treadmills. And you strap in, put the headset on, the fucking grip fast, and it holds you in your back, and you run.
I would
And
love
then
to
there's
see you do
VR.
that.
So
I would
they
love to
have
see you do that.
They have these 4-piece Omni arenas. Is 4 people could be playing, and it's by one attendant. And people will pay up to like $600 an hour to play this game.
Nobody will do that.
Everybody's doing
Nobody
it.
will do that. I had a better idea today. So my kids recently got permission for me to play this silly game called Fortnite.
Yeah, everyone knows.
And now
that
he
shit.
plays with all his friends. He was the last one who was permission to play Fortnite
Sure,
out of
sure.
his group. He also still doesn't have a phone. He's pretty upset about that.
Sure.
But he's addicted to it. Now, this is all like he walks through the door. He just walks right upstairs, starts playing Fortnite with his friends.
I thought that game was over.
It probably is, but
So
it's
he's on the
just
back
getting
end
out,
of it?
It's just getting out to Lake Country.
It's just getting out to the verbs there.
But
So what's your idea? You're going to stream it on Twitch? Because I
so-
think that's been done.
No, so here's the thing. I'm going to start a new game because I noticed people aren't talking about Fortnite anymore, so we need something new.
All right.
I was thinking about Forte. Same game. Change the contrast level.
Yeah? Pop
Okay,
it out.
Reboot it and make the girls on the game have bigger tits.
All right. First off,
Brilliant, right?
maybe, but
Definitely.
Fortnite doesn't mean at night violence. It's not nighttime. They're not shooting and killing at night. Have you ever watched it?
No.
So you think that people are shooting and killing each other
In the dark.
In the dark.
Yeah. Street
Yeah.
lights and whatnot.
Yeah, no, it's not that.
I think we do it during the day.
Okay, so you know nothing about it. That's why it actually sounds kind of funny when you say that. No, it's just like a shooting game, and then you build shit around you.
Yes.
And it's I don't know. I tried it a couple times. It's not for me.
Huh.
It's stupid, but your night and day thing won't work.
Hey. No, it won't
People
work.
pay $600 an hour to play this game.
All right.
What are you talking about?
I don't know.
I got an idea, guys. You guys want to do a Mad Lib, Tony?
You have Tony do it. Last time I was
I
back.
don't know what this is.
Where I will
You know
ask
Mad
you.
Lib, the Mad Lib
I'm going to
thing.
ask you to give me a name, a noun, an adjective, and I'm going to fill it in, and I'm going to read it.
I'm a little slow.
Okay,
but
what?
we can
Give me a
try.
name.
Tanya.
Out of all the names,
An adjective. Describing word.
Banging.
there you go.
All right. A noun. Person, place, or thing.
Yeah, let them know what fucking noun is, because you don't know.
Come on. This is
Chick-fil-A.
Yeah, you got to snap it, Kristen. Don't
another
give us,
noun.
It's not easy as it fucking seems,
No, it's
is it?
terrible. It's
I
Target.
told you when I was doing it, it was hard.
This is an AI generated Mad Lib.
Target.
Target.
Yeah.
Really?
Okay. Noun.
I think I was better.
I think you were too.
I think I was better.
No, this is terrible. When I heard you doing it, I hated it immediately.
Well, this is be the last time we do it then.
A noun.
See, it's not that easy, man. Here, let's make it
I
even
mean-
harder for you. Look at your face. Look at your fucking
You're putting
face.
me on the spot. Can
Look
I
at your
just talk
face.
shit to
Show your
somebody?
All
nose.
right, we don't have to do this. That's fine. I'll
No,
give
you
a
have
shit.
to finish it now.
Fucking name
I'll help
something.
him. I'll
Piece
help
of
him.
paper. Anything.
I'll
All
help
right.
him.
All right. 7-Up.
Okay.
Help him, guys, in the
All
chat.
right. Another noun. 4, 5, 6 nouns, 7 nouns in a row. Just keep
7
fucking naming.
nouns in
Just
a
keep
row.
naming things.
Truck.
I used that last time.
Another one.
Work.
Bob.
Bob.
Yeah.
Another one.
Popsicle.
You're using
Popsicle.
it. Okay. Give me another one.
Finger.
Another noun?
Yeah, just go. Hit 'em.
Finger. Nose. Feet. Toes. I don't know. I'm looking at my I'm looking at me in the
Are you just
Camera.
naming things you see?
yeah.
give
my,
me
my
something.
nose. My nose is the first fucking thing I saw.
Got-
American flag.
Okay. Okay.
You have
Another one.
Really long ones.
Headphones.
Another one.
French bulldog.
Oh my god. Veterinarian.
Man, this thing's gonna be terrible. One more.
Veterinarian.
Fuck, man. Stripper.
How do you starve a stripper?
I give up.
I don't know.
I don't get
I
it.
don't know the answer either. All right, give me another verb. Verb.
Stripping.
Okay, give me another noun.
Telephone pole.
Okay, that might be.
Man, this is gonna be bad. This is a bad idea. Another noun.
rope.
Jesus.
Rope. People are helping you.
Rope.
A verb.
What you macalant?
An action word.
Yeah, I know what a verb
Give
is.
me one.
Jerking it.
When you put me on the spot, though, I can't.
Jerking it.
I've never
My
seen
mind
you
just goes
so-
completely
I've never
black.
I
seen
know, right?
you-
He's so.
You're not good at
This is-
test taking.
it's
huh?
oh, dude. I couldn't make it through MPS. That's Milwaukee Public Schools. They don't give a fuck about their kids.
What was it? What was the next one?
A verb.
Jerking it.
Okay. An adjective.
Vigorously.
Okay. A noun.
Penis. Well, let's put these all
Now
together.
it's getting fucking
Let's put these all
reckless.
together.
Adjective.
Hole. Black hole. Yes, black hole. I like black hole.
I don't know.
The black hole. That's not. That's.
Another one.
Did you say noun?
Another adjective.
Oh, yeah. That's not a noun, or that's not an adjective. How about blacking the hole?
Blocking the hole?
Blacking it. I don't know. Fingering the butthole. We gotta make this really stupid now.
It's not going to make much sense. All right, here we go. Should I have an AI voice read it?
Yes.
Okay, let me see if I can figure that out. You guys talk
You
amongst
have to turn
yourselves.
your microphone on.
Talk amongst yourselves.
So, now this is what Chris has been involved with lately. Is his AI experiences. So he's explaining artificial intelligence to Tony and I.
I
And we're
still
like,
don't get it.
and we're like, what the fuck are you talking about? And then he shows us, and it still doesn't make sense.
It makes less sense.
It makes less sense when he shows you.
He's basically just showing us the normal internet. Like, this is so amazing.
You guys gotta
You ain't gonna believe this.
see
Look,
this.
you just type in something and it gives you results.
You got to see this, man.
I'm like, you mean like Google?
All right, I'm not going to do that because I don't have it set up. So this is called the Metrosexual Man. Tanya was always a bit of a banging dresser, but he never thought he'd become a Chick-fil-A. It all started when his Target encouraged him to get a 7-Up haircut. He was skeptical at first, but once he saw the results, he was hooked. Now Tanya visits the truck twice a week for a bob and a popsicle. He also gets his American flag and headphones done regularly. He even started using his French bulldog and stripper on a regular basis. At first, Tanya was stripping with the attention he was getting from the opposite telephone pole. But as time went on, he realized that people were not always jerking it for him, right? Jerking it him for the right reasons.
You can't. This doesn't make sense. You can't even say it.
Some of his rope would make vigorously jokes about his appearance, and he often felt like he was being judged for his grooming habits. Despite the penis he faced, Tanya refused to give up his grooming routine. He realized that taking care of himself made him feel black hole and fingering the butthole. He learned that it's
use fucking
important
stupid shit like
to
that.
be true to yourself regardless of what others may think. All right, that didn't go over as well as we had hoped.
Okay, Tony, you suck at that game.
Can't I use your artificial intelligence to figure out my answers?
Yeah, it gave me sample answers.
Oh,
It gave me samples too.
Well, why didn't you give him help with the samples?
Yeah, come on, bro.
Because the sample answers are all PG lameness, man.
You wanted rated R. So, Tony, just
Well,
you
it's
could
all
have
like-
just kept saying dick, vagina, vagina, dick.
Could have done a bunch of different things, man. Could have done a bunch of different things.
Okay, so that was fun.
Yeah, that was great. It's AI corner.
What else you guys got before we end this Tuesday's podcast?
Tuesday show's coming to a close. You're gonna have to tune in on Thursday if you're
Yeah.
listening to the audio show. Is that what you're telling me?
I'm telling you that.
All right.
But if you're watching live, we'll still be here. So that gives you.
Just stay tuned
Reason
here
to
on the
stay.
video podcast. Bangity bang bang bang.
I thought you were trying to tell me to do something.
Three
with those
dimes,
fingers.
three dimes podcast. 3 dimes all day, all night,
And remember, we love you,
all day.
and we love you not.
So
All
what
right,
do you guys think? Put our tune songs back on. Let us know in the
am.
chat. Do you like this track? This is a good track. You ever hear this track? This is the McCormick's seasoning mix track.
You know what? I want to say something. When you walked over there with, okay, so I'm like making fun of anybody here, but hold your hand. Okay, grab that 7-Up. Okay, put it next to the camera. Now, kind of bring it back a little bit so I can kind of get a comparison of size. But I want to still see your hand. Your hand looks giant, like way bigger. Okay, now watch me hold it in the same camera.
Why do you have to be in the same camera?
Oh, shit's getting weird.
It looks, your hands are fucking huge.
All my digits look this big in a fisheye
Yeah.
lens.
You should see my cock.
You know, like, okay, you say, like, you see Shaq and all those big ass fucking basketball players, but then you can't get the relative size of how big these guys are until they're holding something in, on camera. Like a
Right.
soda. Like, and that soda look fucking tiny.
Like Shaq inside of a Kia
yeah.
or a Buick or whatever. that
Wasn't he
was.
the spokesman for Smart Car for a minute?
No. They crammed
Like
him
I just
inside
remember them shoehorning him into something and going,
It was a Buick.
I don't know,
It
man.
was like
It's
a Buick.
is a big car,
It was,
isn't it?
yeah, but it was like the Buick LaCrosse, but it looked like a fucking tiny man's
I think
car.
that was Tiger Woods.
no,
I think you're getting your black dudes mixed up.
no, I would never
Tiger
mistake
Woods
Shaq.
is small, isn't he? Is Tiger Woods
Shaq
big?
and Buick and Shaq, they're yeah, right here. Shaq's most hysterical endorsements is the one he did for Buick. The company's goal is to show that the Buick LaCrosse's spacious interior, especially compared to popular hybrids, was pretty clever.
Can you show that on your camera? No.
Well, if you plug in my phone, plug in my shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
fuck it, whatever. I don't give a shit.
So, yeah, Shaq and his Buick commercial, man. That's what you're thinking about, dude. You're way off. I'll put it in the chat. You can check out.
The only thing I can relate to Shaq and cars was a song from 1998 from the Big Timers that he had a Superman Benz that he scored from Shaq.
I
and
got
an
a
old school caddy with a diamond in the back.
with the diamond in the back.
Did you see the commercial for the new Hummer that can drop to the ground like a lowrider? It's got
Is it electric?
It is electric. I think.
Electric Hummer.
And it
Fucking
what do you call it? What do you
worldwide.
call it when you get hydraulics?
Hydraulics.
It has its
Hitting
own.
switches.
I don't fucking know. Yeah. I show the commercial. My brother and I were watching it, and I'm like, "What the fuck?" Dan's like, "That fucking car is amazing. I want that." I'm like, "Yeah, it's $150,000."
Yeah.
And he's like, "Look, it drops to the it like literally drops to the fucking ground." Did you see that?
No.
Okay.
Shaq and a Buick, baby.
And then the Hummer that low rides, Hummer. Low riding Hummer. Hummer low riding.
So,
Low riding Hummer.
Jay, I was reading on an article today. I was found on the internet, and you might be interested to know that Americans have a collective 21 billion with a B dollars worth of unspent gift cards.
Ah, there you go.
Billion. So those of you who don't know,
Holy shit.
Jay has an idea to put vending machines outside of businesses that is like a gift card exchange system where you feed in a $20 gift card and you get $12.95 back or something.
He was thinking about buying up all them abandoned Redbox machines.
Converting them into the gift card swappers.
Well, now that they're abandoned, when I had that idea, they weren't. But the thing is, this idea is going to happen sooner or later. It's not going to be for me because I don't have money to put forward.
It says here,
towards to make this happen.
almost 2/3 of American consumers have at least one unspent gift card tucked away in a drawer,
How many?
pocket, or wallet. 2/3.
Well,
And
shit.
at least half of those lose them before they can use them.
Yeah. So here we go.
Wow.
My idea. Quick, everyone. Tell me if it's good or bad in the chat. You take your gift card, you bring it to the gift card exchange machine outlet store, whatever, machine. You put it in, it gives you what you have in cash, back in cash, but it takes a percentage away for the person or the card for the machine, basically. So you're getting cash for something you might never use or forget or lose.
This economist says they're not going to get more valuable over time. In fact, inflation eats away at the value, and the longer you hold them, the less likely you are to use them, and the less they will get you.
I don't even want to think about how many
Feed me, bro. I'll spend your gift cards.
how many credits I've got on arcade swipe cards.
I don't.
God, those.
My
Every
machine,
purse my wife has 6 of them.
that
in
game, that's
Machine
a
doesn't take
fucking
that.
scam because they make you buy these things. They're like
it. $1 a
20,
card.
20 stickers or whatever, 20 swipes points for $1 or whatever, and every game costs 6.
Yeah.
So you end up with never having equal amount of what your card
Yeah.
is. So you always overspend on top of it.
Dude, the worst was so there's this place local to us called the Mine Shaft, and it's
That place is legit.
it's an actual pretty solid restaurant with a halfway decent arcade. Now, I thought it was pretty good, and then I went to the one that's up in Oshkosh, and that one,
There's a mine shaft in Oshkosh.
dude, yeah, it's a
Is
new,
it
it was
way
a new
better?
construction build, and the arcade's like the size of a fucking Chuck E. Cheese, but only shit that people want to play.
And it's way better.
Dude, brand new, fucking beautiful, great food.
Huh.
But their credits per game, like it says, it's like 5 credits to the dollar, and then you swipe the machines, and the machines are actually like 9.7 tokens.
Wait, what?
They're all point something.
Why would
And
they?
they're all different, like denominations: 0.3, 0.6, 0.2.
Wow, that is just getting a little ridiculous. So it costs like $1.74 to play a game
Yeah.
or some shit.
Yeah,
What the heck?
it's all
man?
averages. It's the reason they make gift cards and everything else. It's because you don't. They're average of something they make off of you losing or not using,
Right.
basically. And then
it ups their
it's-
percentage.
It's math you don't use and you learn in school. They use with
Plus
shit
you're-
that fucking
plus
we don't understand.
If you got a gift card for $25 and you're looking at a $100 pair of shoes and a $50 pair of shoes, and you got a $25 gift card, you're probably going to buy the $100 pair of shoes.
Yeah, exactly, 'cause you don't wanna
25
waste-
of it's free.
yeah, you don't. Yeah,
You got
exactly.
and that's the ones you really want.
So we got TikTok watchers out here watching all day long. Pip Jorg, whatever.
We got TikTokers,
And
we're on
so-
TikTok.
Why are we even acknowledging this on our audio
just
podcast?
1 second. Just 1 second. I wanted to just point this out that our next video podcast will be Tony's TikTones. So stay tuned for that after this show. We're going to do 30, 40 of Tony's favorite videos that he's seen on TikTok / Facebook / whatever else they fucking have.
This shit's hilarious.
Stay
TikToks
tuned
is great.
after this show.
I didn't even know we were on TikTok.
Yeah, we're on TikTok.
How many followers do we got on TikTok?
Like almost 1,000.
For you listening at home, are you on our TikTok?
Probably not.
Shoot, almost 1,000 are.
Like Chris always says, they're bots.
Holy cow. TikTok. Thousands of TikToks, huh?
So, Tony, I wanted to ask you this before we even started. I wanted to ask you this off air, but I'm just going to ask you it now.
Do it.
Because I don't really care.
Go for it.
Do you find me attractive?
Yes. I mean,
Just kidding.
Ew.
Is your dog walking?
No.
Serious note. Still?
Nope.
Really?
Damn,
she's
dude.
standing up on her own now. It's a big move in the right direction.
Man. Dude.
And she'll take like 2 or 3 steps, but I let her out of her cage. They told us we need to keep her in a cage for a month, and it's been like 3 weeks. So I'm assuming they mean like 3 weeks.
Why do you have to keep her in a cage?
Because I basically have to.
Don't you have any spare bathrooms, bro?
Those were great. What, in case the dog rolls around somewhere?
They don't want her really attempting to walk much. They don't want.
So a cage is going to stop the dog
Have you?
from wanting to walk.
So what happened is they basically removed 2 of her vertebrae, and instead of replacing it with a cadaver bone like they do a person, dogs build scar tissue that is equal in strength to the bone. But that scar tissue has to form, and they said it takes, 3 weeks, a month for it to start forming and becoming hard enough to replace the hunk of spine that they took out. So they don't want her trying to walk, trying to get up, wiggling around a bunch. They don't want her like you having her on your lap and she falls off the couch, because she'll just fucking destroy that whole surgery. And because I spent more money on that than pretty much any one item that I can't drive in my life.
Maybe you could drive.
Yeah, I don't know.
With her.
Yeah.
Good. Sorry.
But,
I'm trying to make a joke. It wasn't funny.
My guy Steger
Agreed.
says Forte, he's in. Forte?
Yeah.
Forte?
People would pay $600 an hour. Listen to Tuesday's show if you're lost right now. But so they want us to keep her in something that she could stand up if she wanted and be able to turn around. And we keep her in something a little bit bigger than that.
Shoebox?
Yeah, shoebox, Jordans. But
I thought you were a LeBron fan.
me, no. I hate LeBron.
Ooh.
I hate basketball.
Oh.
But I especially hate LeBron.
Oh.
LeBron James! LeBron James!
If your son was listening right now, he would stab
LeBron
you
James!
with a butter knife.
I'll fuck that kid up.
No, not
Just so we're on the same
Not if
page.
he had a weapon and you had nothing.
You'd fucking
What if he
destroy
came
him
at
in
you?
a game of one-on-one, too, just to fucking
What
really
if he was like,
smash his
he was
dreams.
so into Fortnite, he couldn't get Fortnite out of his head. He runs to the fucking knife drawer and he's like, Dad, let's play Fortnite. And you had no weapon. What would you do?
I'd kick the fucking shit out of
Hey,
that kid.
Tony, how old's Fiona?
4.
And what is she's
French bulldog.
French bulldog?
No, tell him the truth. What do you say about her? She's a what? A mutated Odyssey? How do you
Genetically mutated animal.
He is
genetically
Just
mutated
such a
animal?
Small little thing with smashed face. And
There's
that.
no way God intentionally made that. We did that as people.
Fucking humans did that.
Yeah, humans fuck everything up.
So
They took a dog and they basically turned it into a fucking chupacabra. Is what they did.
I wonder if
you mean the biggest rodent?
A
What are you talking about?
chupacabra?
What's the chupacabra?
oh God.
I'm lost.
You know what a jackalope is?
Is that like a fruit?
That's the little rabbit with the deer antlers on it that you see like hanging up in up north bars and shit.
I don't know. that, no.
Chupacabra literally
It's Mexican
translates
folklore.
in Spanish to goat sucker. from Spanish chuper to suck, and
Well, chupa
cabras,
is suck.
which is goat.
You got your phone in front of you. Look up chupacabra.
It's
No, I
a
don't wanna.
legendary creature in the folklore of parts of the Americas. First reported sightings in Puerto Rico in 1995.
Thank you for
Not
the
even that old a legend. Here you go. There's your chupacabra, Jay.
That's creepy looking. It looks like the dog from Resident Evil.
We're gonna go ahead and place this right in the chat for you watching at home. The chupacabra wiki.
Pop it in the chat. So you are moving the table. So yeah, I'm sorry to hear that. But for me and my cat,
How many cats you got in bathrooms?
none. They're all out.
All out of the bathroom.
And now you're looking for homes for them because they're not socialized with people.
Now,
And now they're just
Okay.
destroying everything.
Which
wanna
one's
make-
pissing on your face? Is there one
okay,
pissing
so
on
they're
your
not
face yet?
they're not pissing on my face
Yet?
But at nighttime, okay. So the first cat was let out weeks before the second cat. So the first one basically took his domain.
When you were letting it out of the bathroom, did you hand it like a little box with its shoes and some chain, like everything it went in there with, like when you're getting out of jail?
No. So what he came in with is
Yeah.
no. So she basically took claim to the house in my eyes and what I'm seeing as far as them getting along. And finally, the other one came out weeks later, and now they're fucking fighting like crazy. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, my brother.
Sworn enemies.
Yeah, they've been living in opposite end of the
You
bathrooms.
know, the thing is
of the house, smelling each other through the cracks of the door since they were born, Jay.
and you know, one of them knows that the other one causes.
All right,
and he's pissed.
For those at home that aren't aware, Jay's cat's got worms, and he had to have them locked in the bathroom
No!
since he got them.
It's a ringworm. It's not a worm.
A worm.
Look it up. Google ringworm. It's not a worm. It's a fungi. Watch the show Last of Us. It explains about fungus and shit.
Oh no, fucking Tony after a few old fashions is a fun guy. You got worms, bro. You got worms.
So now the one pretty much claimed the house, and the other ones come now into his territory. So now they're fucking fighting, slashing at each other. One's ear is all bloody.
How much furniture have you had to replace?
Oh, all my furniture is already like I don't care about it, so I'm fine with them destroying it. Basically, my couch is like 15 years old. Jesus. Oh, this is
So much cum.
some spots are pretty damn.
You could
hard.
wring those cushions out.
Yeah, you could break it with
There's
the hammer.
no way he's wasted any cum with the amount of kids he's got. There's no way.
I should be donating that shit, right?
Tony's
kids?
total donation.
Tony's told. So now they're fighting, and they're keeping us up at night, my wife and I, because they're fighting on our bed as we're sleeping. They're fucking attacking. It's like fucking Tasmanian devils on top of us on the bed, under the bed, downstairs, fucking everywhere. So it's starting to get annoying, and my wife got these collars for them to calm them.
Collars.
Shock collars. That,
Come on.
That should
are
be
they,
what I
CBD?
should have got.
You giving your cat CBD yet?
No, it's a calming collar. I don't know what the fuck it is. She just said it was a calming collar. She didn't explain those things to me. I don't
Calming
know.
collar.
So I don't. It's not really working. It's just still
$17.99,
fighting.
please. You
So,
got any old Navy gift cards?
what I did think
They
was
send you a hunk of twine. It's tied up real tight. It'll calm them down.
Here's what you do. You take this rope. It's 10 feet long. You see that lake? It's 12 feet deep. You see, you tie this rope on this end on the rock, and you throw it into the water. Solves all your problems.
so. What I thought was funny is my brother came over this Sunday. And we got food and he fell asleep. Shit, we talked about that. But he was watching the cats fight, and he's like, "Dude, that's funny as shit." I'm like, "Yeah, it is for the first hour."
They
But
don't
after
stop.
the first 2 or 3 weeks of it happening, it's annoying as shit.
So-
And it's
So are these cats litter box trained, or do they only shit in bathtubs?
no, they're litter box trained. I actually bought. I don't want to talk about it.
I want to hear.
self-cleaning litter box.
I want to hear it.
Okay, so
Did you buy the
did-
Roomba litter box?
Did you buy another cat?
The one with the automatic rake that goes through it once an hour?
Yes, and it's not once an hour.
Do they hate it?
It is
It's on a sensor every time they
Yes.
walk in it.
And it's
then
on a
walk
sensor.
out.
After
I
they
know
get
I
out,
had one for our cats that we gave away.
they had it back then.
Yeah. And our cats
how long ago was
hated
this?
it.
How long ago was this?
15 years ago.
They've had that
as-
for that long.
Yeah.
As soon as you leave the shit box, it fucking
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
they
Takes the
didn't like
shit.
it.
They
Why
won't
didn't
go
they
in
like
it.
it?
They won't go in it.
My cats
Why?
are fine with it.
Are
They'll
they?
attack it.
You lucky
But
bastard.
the problem is they attack it and then it stops breaking. And all the shit gets collected and it just gets all
Stuck
bundled
in
up.
the
And, yeah,
rake.
it gets all fucked up. So
So
it's always fucked up.
And then you have to clean the rake.
So, yeah, well, there's a lot of shit you have
So
to do.
gross, dude. Cat shit.
Hey, but still, it's not like a dog where you have to take a dog outside, get
Jay's
the
like,
shit
but I'm not
and
bending
piss.
all the way over to scoop the clumps.
No, so now I bought 2 of those.
Sorry, cat people.
I bought 2 of those.
We love
So
our cat people.
2 Roombas, 2 automatic cat box cleaners.
I bought 2 of those, yes. And now I'm kind of like sick of those because they suck. So I bought the new Robot 4 automatic robot kitty cleaner thingy. So what happens is they go into this giant tunnel.
So what you're telling me is you're into these cats just as much as I'm into my dog right now.
Basically, yes, but in different sense because I'm paying for something so that I don't have to deal with the shit.
Right.
And you're paying for something so that the dog doesn't die.
Right.
So it's a little different.
Okay.
So the cat goes into this tunnel.
Your old cat Puma is looking up from its hole inside of the landfill out in Johnson's Creek down on you, just laughing at your pain right now.
So they go into this tunnel. They shit, they piss, do what they need to do. And 15 minutes after leaving, the actual robot, the circle robot thingy, just
Walks out of the closet.
spins around 360 and takes all the clumps and collects it into some type of mechanism below, like a container. So every time a cat does this shit, gets out, it just recycles the litter into making it clean. And it's like picking it up but putting it below.
Yeah, it's
basically
like the guys at the baseball games that run out on the field between plays with a rake.
yeah, or on the basketball basketball court where
The guys who paint the stripes.
No. The guys that are cleaning the floor after they have
Or like the
gone one
hockey
side-
guys with the shovel.
Yeah, I can't even talk.
I'm not a big fan of this cat shit game.
It's what? Okay, fine. Here's the thing about dogs, and I love dogs. I like dogs
You
more
ain't
than
gonna
cats.
get me defending fucking getting a dog either. Farm animals that produce meat, milk, and eggs are probably my kind of animal, to be honest with you.
I do like dogs more, but they're more work. Cats are fucking easy. They are easy. They're they cut you, they bite you, they scratch you,
Piss on your head.
piss on your face when you're sleeping. They attack you. They are grumpy and they don't welcome you when you come home.
They don't pay any of the rent, water bill, electric.
No, your kids. Did your kid pay rent?
Maybe your kids don't.
You got
Mine-
So yours
mine
saves
weaves-
money to help out for
I
rent.
have her weaving baskets 2 to 3 hours a day.
What? Your
Do you know
hands?
how-
Wait.
Do you know how much more you get for an American child's handmade basket versus an Asian child's handmade
Do you go up to
basket?
her? Do you go up to her? And she goes up to Dad. She's like, Dad, my hands hurt. Well,
Oh,
your
yeah?
hands hurt.
Well, now
Oh.
your back's going to hurt because you just pulled landscaping
You
duty.
took that from me,
Anybody
asshole.
else's fingers hurt? I didn't think so.
Stole that from me. You knew it was going too,
best.
didn't you?
Oh, because I was thinking it in my head already.
You think I didn't set you
Dad!
boys up with the basket weaving as my example for a reason?
My hands hurt, Dad.
My fingers hurt.
You sounded just like her. Do that again. I wish I had a replay.
I don't even remember
recording.
what movie that is. I just remember Ben
It's
Stiller.
from Billy Madison.
No, it's from
No.
Happy Gilmore. He's
Or
a
Happy
golfer.
Gilmore, yeah,
He's a
yeah.
golfer.
Oh yeah,
I just watched
where's
that one.
grandma?
I love that movie.
Yeah.
Such a
I watched
good
it 100 times. Well, I watched it probably 1,000. I could watch that one time and then watch it again right after and still be entertained. So I, like I said, yeah, the cats are out. Tony, I'm sorry for your dogs. Chris, did you get another? Did you have another dog? A
Nope,
loose dog
still married.
come in your house and
Still married,
shit?
still one dog.
Still one dog. So we are 2 dogs and 2 cats between 3 middle-aged men. What do you guys think about that? Do you think there's
I
something wrong
like
with
my
that?
odds, boys.
You think there's something wrong with that? So wait, is your dog a girl?
No.
You're the only boy dog.
Is that right?
Are you sure?
Yeah, I mean,
His balls kind of in your
pretty
face.
Sure. Well, I mean, his balls got exhumed, extracted. Is
I thought
that
you.
the term?
I thought you did. Is where you put new fake plastic ones in.
No, I didn't pay for dog surgery balls. Doctor balls.
No prosthetics.
Nah, not for me, dog. Not for me.
No. Well, that's a good thing.
Cool story.
You're gonna leave it there. You're gonna leave it there.
I had nothing else. I was just talking about that.
Let's see what else I found on Google this week. You want to see what else I found on Google? Let's see. There was.
I like that Jay's literally just watching us on TV.
There was another
I'm
one.
watching my phone, you dickhead.
I don't have it here. I got nothing here. There's
So I've been giving my wife a hard time.
not in the bedroom. I hear that, but boom.
So thank you. So my wife's been on this fucking tangent about needing to make meatballs. She always makes meat.
She
Is she Italian?
feels the need to make meatballs.
All right,
she Italian?
here's the deal. We make spaghetti quite often, and we make meat sauce with it. She just fries meat, chops it up like taco meat, puts it in the sauce. I'm assuming that's how basically everybody eats spaghetti, but I don't know.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't know if that's the way everybody else does it, but
most
that's the
people
way we
just
do it.
open the can of ragu, dump it in the pot, turn on the heat, and then when the pasta's done boiling, it's warm enough to put it on top of your pasta. That's how
Okay.
most people do it.
Okay. So the way we typically do it is she fries up the meat, drains the grease, puts it in the sauce, stirs it up. Now we got meat sauce spaghetti. But my wife likes meatballs. And here's the deal. She sucks at making meatballs.
How do you suck at
They're
it?
fucking terrible every time.
What are they, too bland?
No, man. She
Too
like
much stick together shit?
No, here's the deal. Like she forms the ball, she pan fries it because some recipe from 20 fucking years ago that she read somewhere pre-internet told her you got to fry the meatballs. So she fries them. They get the hard crust on the end, on the edges,
And you don't want that.
and she throws them in the sauce, lets them finish up, and serves them. So now they're crunchy on the outside, and then they're fucking firm on the inside.
I think
They fucking suck.
aren't you
So,
supposed to keep the meatballs separate and bring them to the plate as you kind of sauce it?
bro, I don't fucking know.
I don't think you cook it in there like you do the meat
Well,
sauce.
Well, I told her that
Is your wife Italian?
Are you doing
No.
meat sauce with meatballs?
no.
That's against the law.
Because
Then
you need a little.
So I told her, which I mean, my wife's always dreamed of two meats, but we like to stick to one, the more traditional,
could you
The
explain?
one that looks
more
hard on the outside
traditional.
but ends up just being soft.
just mushy on the inside. But so I've been telling her, I'm like, enough with these fucking meatballs. I'm like, you're terrible at them.
Enough with these.
I don't want them.
Enough with these fucking.
I'm like, tell me
meatballs.
you're getting meatballs. I'll go to Subway. I'll get a fucking real meatball.
From Subway?
Subway.
Dude, I'm not going down the Subway road with you two again.
So, long story short, she's like, how do you think I should be making meatballs? I go, the exact opposite of whatever the fuck you're doing, all right? I said, I know the way my mom does them is she gets the sauce boiling, she puts the fucking meatballs in it, and then we eat them like 11 hours later.
Oh,
Like
dang.
they just fucking simmer all day in sauce.
Holy shit.
And she's like, so you like your mom's meatballs? I'm like, I don't know. I never had them.
But you,
But I see how she does them and they don't fucking look like yours.
you gotta keep stirring the sauce.
How big is she
otherwise it-
making these things? Golf ball
They're-
size?
No, regulation. They're regulation.
What's regulation meatball? Golf ball?
Yeah, about a golf ball.
Racket ball?
No,
You can make them any
Too
size.
big. That's too big.
that's too big.
Okay.
All right, quick.
That's too big.
Quick. 1, 2, 3. Who's your favorite comedian? Go.
Me.
Okay.
My favorite comedian, Jim Brewer. I don't know.
Kevin Hart. Kevin Hart.
Why? Yeah. Who's asking? Oh, Sean's asking.
Kevin
What's
Hart.
yours, Sean?
So
you're-
we had the day off yesterday
complaining
because
about
of
her
this
meatballs.
fucking snow emergency, and she's like, "I'm making meatballs today," and it's like
Chris,
11
you-
o'clock in the morning when she says this. I'm like, "You better fucking get going on them now."
Is that, like starting today, no more old way. We only want the new way.
You fucked my camera up.
Yeah, whatever, dude. But I'm like, if you want to have meatballs at fucking 7 o'clock tonight, you get started on them fucking now,
So she's supposed to leave it going all
all day,
day, dude. Why don't you just
So
all day meatballs?
so that's
Not a
what she
big fan
did.
of that.
That's what she did. She took my advice because she was sick of the beatings, in the ears, and she started making those meatballs at like, I don't know, noon. Simmered them all day.
How many?
And she's like, "Is this fucking long enough for you?" I'm like, "Well, we'll find out at dinner time."
Wait.
Dinner time comes. Dun, 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 dun.
Dinner time comes.
Do that again.
She's like,
what?
I don't even remember what I was saying. So
Dun,
she's
dun,
like,
dun, dun, dun. It's dinner time.
she's like, "How many meatballs do you want?" And I said, "Let's start with one, and I'll decide whether or not I want another one." So she gives me 3 because she's a bad listener. And I start eating my dinner, and I said, "Michelle, these are actually really good meatballs." I'm like, "Aren't you glad you took my advice?"
Oh God, Tony, dude,
And-
you're trying to get murdered.
and she's
like,
like-
"Do you like the arsenic I put inside them fuckers?"
Just fucking put me out of my misery. That'd be fine. It'd be 2 dimes reviews or whatever the fuck, but I don't care. But I'm like,
two dimes and a penny.
I'm like, these are actually really good. I said, I told her I gave her a 21 out of 30.
Wow, that's a pretty good score for a
And-
meatball.
And she's like, "You're such a fucking dick." And I'm like, "Well, that's not bad. Your last meatballs were like a 3 out of 30.
I think 21's a good score, right?
So this goes right. Yeah, it was great. It was one of the best meatballs I've ever eaten in my life. And,
There's
it's always reassuring to me in my relationship when my wife's humble enough to admit that she sucks at something and takes my advice to be a better person. I'm just saying.
I think you got.
you're so grateful and thankful.
Yeah, I think.
She's
I don't
lucky to have me.
understand. I don't understand how you don't get punched in the face.
Well, I will
Slapped.
say
She
that
ever
I'm
slap you?
No.
I've been slapped.
God, no.
I'm glad that
By my
guarantee
cat.
you've
By my
been
cat.
slapped.
But my cat didn't
You've
say
been
anything.
slapped by every male and female in your life.
I'm glad that you're
Maybe.
you're willing to tell your wife when the shit's bad instead of just slaving through it for 40 fucking years eating bad meatballs.
Back when we were young, my wife said the most important thing to me is communication. I need you to be honest with me at all times.
So what aren't you honest about? Because there's always someone there's skeletons in everyone's closet.
No, I don't.
You've hidden something from her.
I don't need to. I can tell her. I mean, I'm sure I've hidden something like
She don't,
fucking
hey, she don't
ca-
listen to this podcast. Let
came
us
up-
know what you're hiding from her right now.
came up on $100 or something and didn't tell her about it. Yeah, that kind of shit. But never like there's nothing I've ever had to do that I couldn't tell her. And when they say they want an honest relationship, they only want it until the other person is truly honest. And then they're like, "This fucking sucks."
Who the fuck did I marry?
Like, she stopped asking me how she looks in the clothes she's wearing because, like, I'm not gonna lie to her.
Hey, honey, how do I look in this top? Well, it depends. Is the tag still on it? No. You look fine, honey. You look fine.
No, you've done that before. What? Give me one example of why she stopped asking you how she looks in something.
Because I feel like I have to be completely honest with her.
Okay, give me one example of like something like you shouldn't have said, but you said it because you were honest.
Jay, how big does my hand look on this one?
What is
Dang, look at those
is that
mitts.
Is that a banquet beer? What is it?
Banquet beer.
What is that one?
It's Coors. The banquet beer.
Oh shit!
It's Coors.
No,
The only reason I know that is from that
Cobra Kai.
Cobra Kai. Yeah, that's what I know.
That's the only reason I ever heard of it.
Yeah, me too.
And,
Like, what the fuck's a
and
banquet
since,
beer?
Since Chris started bringing them in, it's only the second time I've seen one.
Really?
Yeah.
It's like this is the first time I've seen it in real life.
Gotta love some banquet
So much
beers.
cooler in person. It looks so much smaller in
It's the
person.
1936 Stubby bottle. Adolf Coors.
Show it.
Golden,
Show it up.
Colorado.
Show it
It's
up.
been shown.
No, show it up.
Bam. The banquet.
How come it
beer.
looks different in the show?
I couldn't tell you, buddy.
All right, so meatballs, yeah, you know, it's a true. It's a true art. You have to learn how to make it. It's not that easy. It's just not putting fucking a meat into a ball and expect to cook it and make it turn out to be.
Yeah, it's not.
It doesn't work that way.
There's like a whole process that needs to go on. I mean,
How you making your sauce? You having her fucking barefoot smashing barefoot smashing tomatoes in the garage?
when she's done peeling them.
What?
No, she gets I don't know. It's some fucking
Ninja blender thing.
no. It's a jar of sauce and she adds like fucking tomato paste or something. I don't know. Some
There you
shit.
go. There you go.
I don't
Just
know.
the base.
It's always good.
Did
Everybody likes it.
Have a base.
Did you at any time expect that you were going to get a whack
No.
with a ball in your face saying, "Bitch, make your own fucking dinner then," and flip of the table?
No. But here's the thing. She knows that I will gladly make my own dinner.
You
So,
don't?
By
I will.
calling cousins.
Whatever, man. Dinner's dinner.
Yeah. Want to call the one my son works at? You get 50% off. You tell him you're his daddy.
As long as he remembers no oregano on my sandwich.
Why? What's wrong with oregano?
Fucking hate oregano.
You can't
on
even
subs.
taste it.
It's terrible.
You can't even taste it. Don't be a.
Why do you get it if you can't fucking taste it because it's free? What do you
They
mean?
automatically
Give me
come
extra
on.
or
I don't
Give me
get
whatever's
some of
free.
that, some of that. So that's flavorless. Give me some of that. That doesn't taste like shit. Give me that.
I guess you're right. You know, these tiny little spices that people put on, like cilantro, shit like that, it doesn't really have that big of a.
I think it
different-
has a huge
fucking-
impact.
You think so?
Oh my god.
Okay, what? Then what?
I can't believe I've been doing reviews on flavors of things with you for the last 3 fucking years, man.
Hey, I only put in there because it makes
Guy's like,
it look
I don't
better.
know, it tastes like a combo.
I
They're
only,
all combos.
I only put in there because it makes it look better. I never fucking get the taste. Maybe I'm just forgetting that I put it in there.
You ever see the guy go fucking ham at Subway and fucking sub 18 inches tall?
No, never. Is there like, what is this, a TikTok video or something?
No. Just you never.
You've seen this in line?
Yeah,
It's impossible.
in line.
Some of that.
You
some
watching
of that.
somebody get fucking everything
'Cause
by
veggies
somebody
are
with
free, right?
Yeah, by somebody with a heavy hand. Those people go hard as a motherfucker in there. They're just piling shit up.
I get worried
You
sometimes.
get a
that-
handful of pepperoncinis. Let me get a handful of olives. Let me get extra lettuce. Let me get this. Let me get that.
you go through the Qdoba line and then they slide it over. That's all Mexican folks fill in your burrito. They slide it over to the white girl to roll the son of a bitch. And you're like, oh, they're fucking with you. They are fucking with you. That guy gave me more chicken than I've ever had on a Qdoba burrito. They are fucking with you.
You got to give that to a 20-year-old black kid, man. They know how to roll shit.
I don't know,
So,
man.
They really changed that shit up then, because when I went there, the Mexicans were only in the kitchen. They were
I
never
don't
on
know.
the line.
They're all over the place. People are all over the place, but they never give it to the fucking. You give it to the new girl. All right, Janice, this is how you're gonna roll this burrito, and this thing is fucking mindful at capacity.
You know what?
You end up getting this burrito. They're like, do you ever get it where they're like, can we? They just throw another fucking shell on there. Like, I don't want 2 fucking shells.
That's what I was just gonna
I
say.
don't want that shit.
That was
or
what I
they
was-
rip it and they're like, fuck it. They just wrap it up anyway. It's like
Yeah.
you're not gonna be
Yeah.
like, I'm gonna have to eat that while driving, you asshole.
I had
Just put
this-
a little guacamole over the rip. I didn't even charge you for the
They
guac.
like get like a joint, try to tape it together.
You're right. I've had that happen where someone I know that's like, you got to start out with 2 tortillas right away because I know my shit will not fold with just one.
People smash them fuckers full, but
Yeah,
the
and
things
then-
cost $14.
But you're right too. Like they'll fold it up and then just if it comes out into a big giant mess, they'll just fucking put two tinfoil bags, or they'll wrap it up in two tinfoil sheets, and just you take it home, put it in a fucking bowl, and eat it like with the fork, basically.
I was so amazed by Qdoba wrapping everything in tinfoil. I thought of the business idea one time of just driving from Qdoba to Qdoba and going through their garbage and taking the tinfoil to recycle.
Just fucking.
That's a
Makes
terrible
so much
plan.
money.
It's a terrible.
I was really broke at the time, and I'm like, damn, I can't believe everybody's just throwing this tinfoil away.
You'd have better luck just going at night stealing people's recycling bins full of recycling.
Just taking the entire.
Well, I just
bin.
started breaking into cars and taking people's personal belongings. That was way more
Oh my
profitable.
God. Dude, you know what Qdoba used to be called?
Qdoba.
Anybody know that? Anybody know what
It
Qdoba?
originally started as
Anybody know what Qdoba used to be called?
no.
El Besos?
It was actually when I first started. Z-Teca. Someone in the chat actually knew that.
It's a terrible.
Z-Teca. They
It's
had to change.
terrible.
They had to change it from Z-Teca to Qdoba because of some.
They just like
Because
the
there's
end of
already
the
a
alphabet.
Teca,
Yeah, it's-
Z-Teca tortillas.
Yeah, there was copyright, some type of copyright thing.
So they're like, fuck it, we're going to make a word that has Q and no U, bitch. Qdoba. Fuck
know.
you.
When
Fuck
I-
you, people tried to search for us on the internet.
When I first heard that name, when they first changed it to Qdoba, I'm like, what the fuck does that even mean? What the hell is adoba? And then a Q in front of it?
Quid.
Qdoba. It sounds so
Qdoba.
stupid, but you know what?
It's a household name now.
It's like, okay, you think of like band names, like Metallica. Okay, Metallica. Metallica is Metallica. Okay, but if you break it down and think about actually, what is Metallica? It sounds different when you think about it as a word than it is something referenced to a band or something popular.
Did you smoke a joint before you came in today?
Maybe. Or there might be something.
Words, man.
Chris did something
You're going
with my
down
shit.
fucking words, man.
You know what I'm saying, though? Does that make sense at all?
Nah.
No? Okay,
Nah.
fuck.
I
I'm
get
by
what you're
myself.
saying.
By myself then with this one. I mean, yeah.
So I know this guy through the internets, and he before 2020, before the whole fucking shutdown of the world, a low budget film hired him to be an actor, and so he acted in this film, and then heard nothing from them. Never released. 2020 hit. They barely finished filming, like they were barely finishing as they were shutting everything down. Heard nothing from them. It releases in theaters countrywide tomorrow.
Is it Cocaine Bear?
No, that's what everyone was hoping though. Like, dude, you're in Cocaine Bear.
All right, so
we
that's-
gotta watch Cocaine Bear and review it. I think
That's a true story.
I know.
How is that a true story?
this one is called Hunt Her, Kill Her. Oh, it's in theaters March 3rd. Shout out to JC. Hunt Her, Kill Her. He's starring in a movie. He thought it was going to go nowhere. He's been living his life for 3 years like he's not in movies anymore. And it was fun. I tried it, right? Now he's in a movie. It's being released in theaters. That's crazy. Could you imagine that shit? You take like a side gig and then all of a sudden...
So we should do this then. We should go to the theater together, and we'll bring our little YOLO live box and talk
Oh,
while
yeah,
the movie's on.
Oh, yeah.
You could fucking do that whenever. I could go anywhere I want with
We're
this
going to have to
live.
go to the movie theater at Mayfair.
No, we just have to rent out the whole theater for $100. That's it.
I don't think it
Oh,
works
we
like
could bring
that.
all of our people in.
Yeah.
You can't show the movie.
What do you mean? Yes. Oh, you're talking about on the live stream?
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't know.
No, not maybe. The answer is no.
You can't live stream a feature film.
They
I
will-
don't think
Who's
so.
gonna be in there? Fucking guards?
We're just all there with our cell phones like this. What?
I rented the theater.
Like the guy who goes to the fucking strip club and puts his phone in his little pocket protector pocket there and is just standing at the porn at the
I've never
strip
seen
club?
that before.
You
No.
never seen
No.
somebody do that?
No.
Well, I guess you're right.
Okay, fine.
We've never gone to the club together, so I guess you've never seen it.
We can go to a theater. We can rent it out. We can just show the audience and us watching it. You hear the sound and that's it. How's that? That sounds fucking
I
great.
don't know, man. We get shut down
No, that
for
sounds
having
stupid.
fucking 2 seconds
That
of a
sounds-
Kanye
no,
track.
This sounds stupid. No, what they do is they don't shut you down. They turn your live feed off, basically. They keep you on it because they want you They want people engaged. They just don't want you stealing shit. So they turn you off and let you back on immediately. That's
See,
what they
I just
do.
wrote Qdoba with a fucking U. There's no other words in the English dictionary. I don't
Without
think.
a U after Q?
Is Qdoba in the dictionary? That's another one.
Urban.
No, it's a name. It's like, is
Did I
your
ever
name
tell
in
you
the
guys
dictionary?
about my Urban Dictionary entry?
No, tell
Doesn't
us.
it have to do with a blumpkin?
A Blumpkate, yeah. It's a Blumpkate.
Your wife's name?
Yeah.
What is
It was one of the first things we did together as a couple. We made a post on Urban Dictionary and it was accepted. It's called a Blumpkate.
What?
A Blumpkate. Familiar to the Blumpkin, which is a male receiving oral sex while excreting solid waste. While you're
Ew.
sitting on the shitter, you're getting head, right? However, in this case, the female is giving oral sex to the male while herself excreting solid waste. Hence Blumpkate.
Doesn't do
We created examples like, hey, that's the most badass Blumpkate I've ever gotten. And then another one, we said, did she drop a wraparound? By Kate Rablumpkin on April 3rd, 2011. That was one of the first things me and the wife did together. I'll post that in the chat. Definition.
And one of the last things you
didn't
guys
post
did
the
together.
picture. You didn't post a picture in the chat.
No, I don't.
You don't want.
I'm not going to disclose if this has actually happened or not.
My phone died.
Oh, that's happened to me for real. I've gotten plenty of Blumkate.
While she's pooping, you're getting head?
Yeah, she doesn't have. It's a captive audience at that
She's got
point.
nowhere to go, nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, stuck on a seat.
What are you going to do? Your
Hey
options
there.
are to go through with it or bite it.
While you're down there, if you're done reading the back of the conditioner bottle, you mind sucky? Yeah, man. Get yourself an Urban Dictionary entry
Do they got hard copies? Or is that internet only?
of the Urban Dictionary?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm sure you could order a hard copy. Here, let me go to the store. Get an Urban Dictionary word as a mug, t-shirt, or sweatshirt. Awesome. That's pretty cool.
You
They
sound
don't-
like, you sound like an urban white man.
They
saying
don't
that.
seem to have physical dictionary.
Lame.
I know, right? Whatever happened to the good old fashioned Urban Dictionary door to door salesman?
Do you know anybody that has dictionaries in paperback, hardback, whatever you call it?
No.
It would be too big now. There's too much stuff.
Do they?
Can I just go on Google and order the internet printed out? can you send me in a few installments? Print the internet.
It's always there. It's
Printing
always
out the
there.
internet is a work of art created by Kenneth Goldsmith. Holy shit. The dude dedicated a 500 square meter space with a 6 meter tall ceiling to exhibit all of the tons of paper that he printed off of the internet in 2013.
You ever see the sculptures they make out of paper stacked up?
No.
Can you print the internet? It would be okay. To print the internet, it would take about 305.5 billion pages.
That doesn't even seem like
Each
And
website-
that barely covers Pornhub.
Each
gonna
website is
say, it doesn't seem like
approximately
enough.
6.5 printed pages, roughly 4.7 billion pages of searchable web. Wow. Holy shit.
All right.
Can we do it?
No, we're not going to do that. Never.
I don't have that kind of paper money.
You don't have that kind of paper. You don't have that kind of paper.
Oh my God.
So,
All right, let's talk about this next week.
no, we're going to talk about, what?
Yeah.
Huh? Mm-hmm. Who?
All right.
You could go
See
from
ya.
the fucking Earth to the moon 107 times with the paper.
That makes more. That makes it seem like a lot more than when you saying
107 sheets of paper thick bridge from here to the moon.
All right, now when we're talking about internet, are we talking about every single thing that's ever been around on the internet, or are you talking about? I mean, that's it's infinite.
Everything that's on the internet will always be on the internet.
Yeah, so you can't even add. Fuck, whatever. All right, so you guys, if you're listening, if you're watching live, stay tuned. We're gonna watch a bunch of tick-tones.
Yeah, we're gonna step away for a little bit. We're gonna reset a new room here on Facebook, on Twitter, and YouTube for you to follow in. Stick around, maybe go get something to eat. But we're gonna be live in just a few minutes. We're gonna take a break. Jay's got to poop.
Now we're gonna be gone for.
Tony's got to get his Blumpkate. Those things are completely unrelated, I swear. And
no, we're gonna stay in the same. We're gonna stay in the same one. We're gonna have a 10-minute break.